So so this is actually very similar to the deck that I was talking to you guys about having just a cheap deck that works efficiently. So as you can see, it's not the easiest thing to deal with, and we're getting our asses kind of handed to us here. I say kinda, cause we're not done yet. So we're take out that threat. We're gonna take out this threat. And then we're here. So anyway. The benefit of Zerotide of watching certain streams, it depends on like how interactive they are. Like there are some streams where you just watch people play, and that's not going to help you get better at the game. You really need to watch a stream and/or play style with someone who's actually going to talk through their decisions and explain what's going on. Like I try to do that, even when I know no one's here as much, because I just kind of like, in my mind, it's like I'm presenting this like I'm a caster almost. And whereas in this case, oh yeah, we're kind of in trouble here. I mean, that's just straight up. We have answers. We just have to draw them. Okay, so I kind of have to polymorph this guy. Should I save it though? Let's try saving it. Alright, let's see if we can draw into something better. Alright, so now we got Blizzard and Flame Strike, so we have lots of ways to control his board. And we'll do this because he's not gonna be as wanting to trade his 2/2, so even though he could trade here to retake stuff, I think that's gonna be fine. So yeah, so Azura, when you're watching people who play, the more they talk about their decisions, the more they kind of like give you a little rundown of what they're doing, the more value you're gonna get out of it. Like, because you can watch great people play all day long, but if you're not actually understanding what's going on, or why they're making the decisions they're making, that's not going to help you. You know what I'm saying? And like the reason I use the Arcane Intellect here is because I knew I'd have a Blizzard, and look at this. So now he's bringing out these guys. I'm just going to Blizzard the board, and they're all gone. You know what I'm saying? I probably could have put the 3 damage on him and not had to worry about this as much, but this is still pretty good. Yeah, it's called Crota Gaming. I'll get it for you in a second. I'm subscribed to his channel. He's really good at Arena. I wouldn't necessarily want him. And if you see, by the way, lead, look at the stars next to their names. Do you see the stars? Do you see the stars next to Twilight Drake and Pine Eye Summoner, where they pointed out that they were changed in the update? Sorry. Whoa, sounds like a lot of shit's going on there.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
I can't even see what's going on the board right now because I'm bringing up my YouTube.
Reporting for duty.
But it sounds bad. Is it bad? I have Flame Strike, so I guess it can't be too bad. And he's not a great player overall. In fact, I don't think he's a 3-star Masters, but his arena is really good. Like, he's talking about his arena picks. So if all you do is watch his arena runs and listen to his decision making, it will make you better at arena. Now, I'm not saying he always makes the call I would make, but also I'm kind of like a bizarre player. Like, Lead will tell you, I was trying to run the Arcosis deck for a while, and I couldn't win it at all. Like, I lost way more than I won. Like, one day when I played nothing but that, I won 3 games and like lost 7. It was sad. I was like crying on the inside because I've never had that bad of a ratio with anything. Then I made my own shitball paladin deck with decisions that seem crazy. You know what I'm saying? And when I did that, boom! All of a sudden, I went from being like crappy to like, you know, hero to zero in a, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, wow, man, this is awesome. This is what it should be happening. And so you sometimes can't just do what other people have won with. You gotta find your style, right? Like Gravity, if you're still here, you were talking about Magic, right? There's different kind of Magic players. Are you a control player? Are you a rush player? Are you a spell player? Are you a counter player? Are you a mill player, right? There's all these different ways and styles, and none of them are wrong. That's the key. None of them are wrong. It's all about like preference and what you like and what works with you. And part of getting good at the game is finding what works for you. And you might be inspired by certain decks or certain styles of play, but at the end of the day, you have to kind of find your own way you like to do it, and that's how you do it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So since he just blessed this guy, we're gonna... Actually... Yeah, why not? Should we? Should we? Alright, we're bringing up the taunt. You might have an equality consecration play, so we're not going to drop this right now. Yeah, there are ways of playing removal without mage. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I would say the best at removal besides them is the Shaman, right? Shaman, you have the Lightning play, 2 to 3 to the board, plus you have one of the best things in the game, Silence and do damage, plus you have Forked Lightning, so you can play removal with them, not to mention, if you're lucky, you can summon a Spell Totem. Oh, and you ready for a little secret? This is something, some other high-level things. The Shaman has the highest win rate in the game. That's right, Shaman have the highest win rate in the game. It's a well-kept secret, but it is real. They are winning. Why? Because of the overload aspect. They're usually, they have lots of ways of getting a slightly better drop than you. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's that aspect of them constantly getting slightly better drops that puts them in positions. Okay, here we go. It's combo time, baby! Combo time! So now if we're lucky, we're going to kill both of these guys. Excellent! And now, off of the Archmage, next turn, we get multiple fireballs to the face. And since he basically made it so he'll draw cards, I'm just going to leave him here as a shield. So, this game is ours to win, right? Like, in a lot of games I play, it looks like I'm going to lose. Like, seriously, like, I'm very often, games like this, not unusual for me. Oh, so nice. So nice. So the problem here is this guy, he's messing with us a little bit.
Everything's a little more special during Happy Honda Days. See your Honda dealer today. Get a great deal on a Honda during Happy Honda Days. Now
Rogue is not as powerful as it was, so if he only cares about win rates, he might not want to stay with Rogue. Rogue was the most powerful in the game, hands down. Not anymore. Like Rogue, the weapon used to get beefed up. It's not beefed up anymore. So now there's really no benefit to Rogue. I mean, they used to be the highest win rate of any player, and now they're probably like, I would say, oh well, since he just did that, I'm I'm obliged to kill him with the guy he pumped up, right?
To battle.
So yeah, I'm gonna show you another website. This is a website that is tracks your wins for you if you just enter the data. This is what I use, and it's very good, very convenient, and it shows you based on the collection of players who's winning, what's winning against what, and they're constantly updating it. So it's very efficient. So just talking through this for a second, I'm gonna put it back on my screen so you can kind of see what's here. So on the bottom it shows that there is 1,694 viewers, and they've had, for the month of November, 1,700 matches recorded using over 1,100 decks, right? And you can see the win ratio, you can see the curves, you can see everything. So to get the 3-star masters, I'm not just here playing around. Like, I actually see what's winning, how it's winning. So as you can see, whoa, what's leading in wins and constructed on this sample of 1,600 players, which, if you follow statistics, is enough for considered high power. Anything over 1,000, and this has 1,600 players, is considered high power. So this is actually a good representation of it. So Mage is your highest win rate. Oh, go figure! I play Mage and I generally win 60 to 70% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Followed by Priest and Paladin. So you can look at your constructed win rates here. Oh look at your Shaman here, 58%. Warlock. Here's your Rogue. Yeah, it's average. You see what I'm saying? It's not number one. Shaman beats it. Why? And that's what I was telling you before. The reason Shaman can win more often than it loses is because of the fact that the Shaman has the overload power. The fact that their cards are essentially coining themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, the reason the coin was invented to make the game more fair is because going second is a disadvantaged. But with overload, it's like anytime you overload, you're getting a coin, right? Because you're banking and you're getting out a stronger thing than what your opponent can have at that same turn. And if you do it at the right time, you're going to constantly be up on your opponent. The problem with Shaman is getting good at knowing when to overload and when to do those sorts of things means you really have to focus on your Shaman play. I personally prefer Mage than Shaman, and that's just my own style aspect. So I did not want to take the time to play Shaman. Yeah, exactly. Isn't that wild? And obviously, if you look through this site, you can see other win rates as well. I mean, and he's expanding it. Like, I actually talked to the person who made this site before because, you know, I really liked it and I wanted to learn more about it. So I know some of what he's developing. He's also going to start to develop an aspect where you can see coin versus non-coin and things like that. In a sense, all right. So this is how I'll end the night. All right. And then hopefully you'll come back to my stream and we'll have more conversations. So I'm going to make this even a little bit bigger. I'm going to explain to you what you need to think about in Arena. All right? So, I'm a good Mage player to begin with, right? That's how I got to my 3-star Masters. My Mage win rate is probably between 60 and 70%. With this in mind, I will always pick Mage. Now, why is Mage so high? All right? I'm going to tell you 3 things that give Mage such a good advantage. One is the board clear control. You have the Blizzards, the Flame Strikes, the Cone of Colds,